In this video, we'll just now look at some of the different ways to complete links. We're following the same steps as the previous video, we're just now looking at the different ways that we can show links on our page. So to start with, I'm going to go to my extra tools, and we're going to look at the Go menu, navigation, and menu bar, all three of which can be used to create a link. So to start with, I'm going to go away from my gallery page, because I've already got links there. I'm going to open up my index page. And I'm going to click on the Go menu. So I'm going to click and drag, and you'll see what a Go menu looks like. It's a menu that allows you to click a drop down box and then select whatever link you want and then say go to that link. So I'm going to double click and I'm going to add my links. So to start with, I'm going to click add, and text one, I'm going to type in index. The URL, I'm going to go browse for a file and select index.html and hit OK. I'm going to add my next one, which is going to be a gallery. URL, I'm going to browse for file, select the gallery. And the last one is history. URL, browse for a file, and I'm going to select my history page. OK, and OK. And that's it, the Go menu is done. Now remember, to test this though, I need to follow those same two steps. I'm going to save the page, and I'm going to republish the page, making sure that the page is publishing to my wysiwyg folder. So I'm going to publish, OK, and now I'm going to test that. I'm going to open up the folder, I'm going to double click on my index page, and you'll notice now it says select a link. I'm going to select the gallery page. Go. It goes to my gallery. I'm going to go back to index. I'm going to select my history page. Go. And it goes to the history page. So my Go menu works. I'm going to go back to wysiwyg, and that there is a Go menu. So think of a way that you might incorporate that. Another thing we can do with our links, for any of these, whether it be text, a Go menu, a menu bar, we don't have to link to a page we created. We can link to any website we want. So I'm going to double click on my Go menu again, add, and this time I'm going to say Google. And then all I would have to do here is type in http first, // and then www.google.com. Okay, okay. And that will add the Google link to my Go menu. So when I click on that, it'll actually take me to the internet and open up the Google web page. So you can do links to external websites, or you can do links to the web pages that you have created. Just quickly now, I'm going to look at the other two types. So I'm going to minimize my index page, and I'm going to open up history. And in here, I'm going to put in a navigation. So I'm going to click and drag. As always, double click. And now for each one of these, I'm just going to click on it and say edit. I'm going to give it a name, so index, and as always now, URL, browse for a file, that's my index page. Okay, the next one, edit, gallery, browse for a file, my gallery page. And the last one, edit, history, and go to my history page. This last one I don't need. I could make that Google or Yahoo or something else, but for now I don't need it, so I'm just going to remove. Okay. The steps, save, publish, and then I'm going to go to my folder, open up my index page. I'm going to go to my history page, and I'm going to go to my gallery page. Back to history, index, and you'll see how each link is working, and it creates interactivity for each of your pages. And the very last one there is a menu bar. So I'm just going to move him out of the way and put my menu bar in. Now, menu bar allows you to do a drop-down menu type of look. So you can have different menus running off each other. And what I mean by that is I'm going to add, as always, my site. So I'm going to say index, browse for file. You'll notice that they're all exactly the same. It's very easy to do. I'm going to add gallery, and I'm going to finally add my history. Okay, now what I could do here is I could add extra links that drop off from these current links. Now what I mean there is, if I now click on my history page, let's say I had more pages and one was 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, I could have links that drop out from here for each of those pages. Now I don't have that, so I'm just going to show you with the pages we do have. So once I've clicked on history, instead of adding my link to the menu bar main, I'm going to add my link to the history page. So I'm going to say add, I'm going to call it the index one, and I'm going to put in the index URL, browse for a file, index, open, okay, and you'll notice that it drops off history. So what that will look like once we click OK is I'm going to save and publish, test the page, so you'll notice, so when I go to test this, you'll notice that when I hover over index and gallery, they are links. When I hover over history, history is a link, but then you see the index drop down as well. So it gives me two links. So I could have history here, and then I could have 1950, 1960, and so on underneath. So we call that a drop-down menu bar. There are other ways you can do links. Remember, you can make a picture a link and all sorts of different things. However, the process is the same. You simply select browse for a file, select the link, and then do save and publish. So you can play around with those as you create your website. Linking is very important. Just remember to leave it to the end, and then you can create that interactivity for your web page.